Okay, so today we're going to be working on slopes. This one is not in your packet, but if you actually just take notes on it, you'll be fine. Take a look at how I'm going to solve slope. So first we have 2 points on a graph, right? And usually that graph would actually have a line in it. I'll add that later. But I just want you guys to see of how we would count the slopes. What you want to do is count up or down. In this case, we go up by 5. Then you want to go over, left or right. So remember, it's always rise over run. Before you do anything, it's always rise over run. So if you go to the right side, it's going to be positive. If you go to the up, it's always going to be positive. If you go left, it's going to be negative. If you go down, it's going to be negative. This is going to actually help you figure out if your slope is positive or negative. It may help to write this rise over run note over here so that you know that, oh yeah, on top of the numerator, it's always going to be the rise. It's always going to be up or down. It's what direction I'm going. When you're looking at the points of where to start from the left point, try to then go to the right point. So kind of like when you read a book. So then this way you know what point to start at. So now, if you notice, that numerator is a positive 5, so we put 5 at the top. That denominator is a positive 4 to the right, so it's a 4 at the bottom. This is going to be helpful because your final slope is 5 over 4. This makes it a positive slope. If you see it from going from left to right with that line, it's a positive slope. It's going in the positive direction. It's going up the mountain. So now let's take a look at your notes. I want you guys to try the other ones and check your answers with what I have now put here. This is packet page 2 in your new packet. If you see this slope, it's up 2 over 2 to the right. So it's 2 over 2, which gives it a slope of 1. No matter which 2 points you use to find the slope, you'll still get the same answer. Now, slope of line B, if you look at it, that's going down by 4. So that's a negative 4 you have to put in the numerator. Then it's going to the right by 5, so the positive 5. You should get negative 4 over 5. That is your final slope. When you try the one below, you get an improper fraction. Just keep it as an improper fraction. I know I wrote 1.5 there, but keep it as an improper fraction because you want to keep slope in fraction form. Not a mixed number, but in that fraction form. Take a look at packet page 3. You have 2 special cases for slope of line D and slope of line E. Remember, vertical line, horizontal line. You're going to need to know those in order to figure out the slope. Remember, hoi, that O represents a 0 slope. Vux, that U represents an undefined slope. So it's not even possible for you to have a slope with a number. You would literally just write undefined. So make sure you're writing these notes down. Now let's use the slope formula. You're going to want to memorize this formula. So if you need to make a flashcard, make a flashcard. Slope formula. Remember, m represents slope. That's the variable that's always going to be used for slope. You get y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Take a look at the points that are given on this graph already. I know we found the slope already, but I want to show you how you would calculate it. So you have the first point, which is -2, -5. Then you have the other point, which is 2, 0. You want to plug this information into the formula. It can help you to label the coordinates with x1, y1, x2, y2. This way you know exactly what's going to go where using the formula. So put the 0 in the y2, so you get 0 minus the y1, which is -5 in this case, and do the same thing for the denominator. Now you take the slope and the information that you've plugged in and solve. This way you'll be able to figure out the slope. You'll notice that we're going to still get a positive number in the numerator and a positive number in the denominator because the slope is positive. You get the same exact answer whether you calculate it or you count it. Make sure you guys write these notes down on packet page 4. If you need to pause the video, you can pause the video. It'll help you when calculating slope. Later on this video, you'll see the answers to packet page 6 and 7. Your task today is to finish the packet up to page 7.